welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reading for you a book, and it's called The Twins Helper Had a Song. Look. Long ago, the sun shone down on the wild, wonderful world, and the volcanic swamps bubbled and steamed. The Treetop family, the first ever to invent a time machine, had traveled back to the land of dinosaurs. Professor Pablo Treetop was having a lovely time doing his singing practice at the top of the treehouse where the Treetop family had their home. Professor Pablo Treetop wasn't very good at singing, but nobody liked to tell him that because they didn't want to hurt his feelings. So the rest of the family wore earplugs. Look, everybody is wearing earplugs. Then this is Professor Pablo singing. Guys, tell me if you want to invent a time machine. After a while, even though it was raining very heavily, Professor Penelope Treetop suggested they should go out and leave Professor Pablo to do his singing on his own. It was wet outside, but it was a lot quieter. Everyone took out their earplugs with a sigh of relief. We can't solve the problem of Pablo and his loud singing. But while we are out in the rain, let's do something useful. I want to solve the problem of Parasaurolophus, said Professor Penelope. Parasaurolophus is a kind of dinosaur called hadrosaur, explained Professor Penelope, showing the twins a picture. But the problem is, nobody is quite sure why it has this very large crest on top of his head. Here. Can you see that picture there? That's the dinosaur they're talking about. There, here. Found it. Then this is the dinosaur they're talking about. Does it use it for fighting, said Asha. Also, it can show off and get itself a mate, said Alfie. Maybe uses it for breathing. Sorry. Underwater like a snorkel, said Ted. Or perhaps they use their crest to tickle each other, said Tulip. That's a silly idea, said Asha. Sometimes the silliest ideas are the best ones, said Professor Penelope. Nobody really knows, but this is our chance to find out. Let's go solve the problem of Parasaurolophus. It wasn't very long before they found some Parasaurolophus footprints, and they followed them until they found a little dinosaur stuck in a muddy puddle. Elfie got out some rope and put it around the little dinosaur, and they pulled and helped, and they all pulled and helped the dinosaur out of the mud hole where it had got stuck. It's a baby Parasaurolophus, said Professor Penelope Treetop. This is the dinosaur, the baby dinosaur. Yeah. Okay. Now, are there any clues as to how this Parasaurolophus uses its crest, said Professor Penelope. Well, there isn't a hole in the top of it, so you couldn't use it for breathing underwater like a snorkel, said Ted, looking at the top of the little hadrosaur's head. And I've been tickling it under his arm for ages and I haven't laughed once, said Tulip. Which means we still don't know the answer to the problem of Parasaurolophus, said Asha, very disappointed. While we are still thinking, we need to get this baby Parasaurolophus back to its herd, said Professor Penelope, and looks at Alfie pointing ahead. The rain has washed away all the footprints. How are we going to find them? Listen, said Ted. Can you hear that far, far away? There were some sounds like distant trumpets. I think that could be the Parasaurolophus herd calling to its baby, said Ted. If we follow the noise, we'll find the herd. So the three-top twins had Professor Penelope followed the sound through the rain until it got louder and louder and louder, and sure enough, there was the Parasaurolophus herd sheltering from the rain under some big palm trees. Some dinosaurs were standing on their hind legs, others on all four. See, this is the picture. Can you see? This is the picture. The noise coming from the herd of Parasaurolophus was made louder by the size of their crest. It was so loud that Tulip and Ted and Alice and Asha and Professor Penelope had to put in their earplugs again. The baby Parasaurolophus, with a joyful sound more high-pitched than the adults, and rushed forward to join